What's up, Digidestins? This is Derek, and today I'm going to talk about what we currently know of Digimon Lynx before it actually releases in the West. And even though we don't have a release date, there's some things that we already know, and that's very exciting that I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Digimon Lynx isn't out yet, and we don't have a launch date, but a couple days ago, pre-registration opened up on the Android Google Play Store. So you can find that link down below, and also if you take a look at the page, you can kind of see what the game's going to look like. Now currently you can only pre-register on Google Play, so only for Android, but the game in Japan is actually on iOS too, so there's no reason to believe that it won't be released on iOS in the West. Hopefully it's just a matter of days before pre-registration opens up for that too, but we'll wait and find out. Digimon Lynx is a free-to-play mobile game with gacha mechanics. You're probably familiar with them. There's a lot of mobile games with gacha mechanics that are free to play on iOS and Android and mobile devices. This one specifically, we don't quite know how far down the rabbit hole it's going to take us as far as gacha mechanics, but hopefully it gives the opportunity for free to play players that don't want to spend money to access all of the game's content. Let's cross our fingers on that one. So if you read the description in the Google Play Store, you'll see that Digimon Lynx is going to act as a gateway between our world and the digital world. Now, Digimon Lynx is not going to have augmented reality or GPS gameplay like Pokemon Go, for example, but hopefully this idea will get incorporated into the story, and perhaps we'll really feel like it is a gateway into the digital world, and our phones may feel like some sort of pseudo Digivice. Obviously, that would be really cool. Especially for those who used to run around with the Digivices, like the actual physical ones, and you know they released the 20th anniversary one recently, so some people still do. But I have fond memories of running around with the Digivice with my friends around our neighborhood. The opening picture on the Google Play Store shows us a picture of Gabumon, Agumon, and Terriermon, and they're kind of like centered together, surrounded by a bunch of other Digimon. It kind of makes it look like or feel like that the Western release will be able to like pick one of those Digimon when we first start our adventure. We can probably get the definitive answer if we were to like download the Japanese version, which I'm not really interested in doing, but it would be nice to know who we're going to be able to start with. Speaking of the Japanese version, the game has actually been available in that country since March 24th, 2016, so over a year. This is good and bad. So some of the good things. Number one, we're going to be hopefully getting a bug-free version, a game that's been updated multiple times so that, you know, it runs more stable on platforms. Hopefully it has a lot more scaling, so it's available to people who maybe have old phones too. Also, since it's been out for over a year, we should see a steady update of added Digimon and special events because they probably already exist in the Japanese release of the game. Some of the bad things. We inevitably get all the Digimon late. Maybe in the future we would actually catch up to the Japanese version, but if money has anything to do with that, they would want to spread them out, and I don't see us ever catching up with the Japanese version. But we'll see. Another kind of bad thing is that the devs have had enough time to really mess around and experiment with the gacha mechanics and really fine-tune what is going to get into our wallets the best, because they have data that they can use from players that have been playing the Japanese version. So I guess that's kind of good for the longevity of the game, but you know, if they don't do it fairly or if they don't do it in a way the community is going to like, then obviously that's going to suck. And no one wants to play a game, and a free-to-play mobile game, that feels like they're just trying to manipulate you and get you to spend real money. So if we look at the pictures, we can see two major styles of gameplay. Number one, we're going to actually control our own Digi farm, and we're actually going to be able to place the buildings that we choose. So I guess you can kind of think of like Farmville, which I've never played, but I have played games where you get to like pick and build your base, like RTS games and things like that. But this one specifically, along with your Digimon, you're going to create a farm, you're going to place buildings, and over time those buildings are going to grow. And I imagine this is where we're going to organize our resources, we're going to farm stuff, we're going to digivolve. Basically, we're just going to grow our space. Now the other gameplay side of things, when you're not on your farm managing resources, you're going to be in battle. And the battles actually look really cool. I'm a huge fan of turn-based RPGs, and that's what this one appears to be. The way it's going to work, you're going to pick 3 Digimon, and it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle. Right now it looks pretty standard. You have like your attack, your special abilities, and I think there's another one on there that I'm not really sure what it is. You also see the HP gauges and the AP gauges, which is probably like ability points used for using like special skills. But there's also some other cool stuff that you can read in the text of the Google Play page. So in the battles, there's actually going to be weaknesses and resistances, specifically in Digimon links. They're going to be called attributes and resistances. Also, Digimon are going to have leader skills, signature skills, and legacy skills. If you look at some of the pictures, you'll see that you actually designate who the leader is, and I don't know, gives some type of bonus. So I'm really eager to see what they do with that. Team composition is going to be really important in that case, so hopefully that's a really cool feature. There's an auto battle feature for times when you just need to get something done quick, and maybe your team is a lot stronger than your opponent, so you're not really worried about strategy too much. And then at the end of each battle, you'll earn experience, you'll earn clusters, and you'll earn friendship points. Turn-based RPGs are really cool, especially on mobile, because let's say you're in the middle of a heated battle and you have to go do something, or somebody texts you, or somebody calls you. Since it's not real time, you can just pause or stop playing the game, exit out, and then come back and you're right in the battle. I played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for quite a long time, and I really enjoyed the turn-based battles in that game. So I'm hoping that this one is very similar, because I thought the turn-based battles in that were superb. Lastly, we're going to be able to actually team up with our friends and probably strangers in co-op battles. Since there's 3 Digimon on the field, what you'll do is you'll have a Digimon, and then your friend will have a Digimon, and in the picture you actually have 2 Digimon in the 3 lineup, and then your friend or player 2 has one of them. And you're actually sharing AP points, or ability points. So I think this means that if you were to use a special move, then it would share between everybody. And so essentially you could have one Digimon that's like super strong and has all these very strong special attacks, and then maybe you have a weaker Digimon that's just a regular attacker, or you just need to level up or something like that. And since you're sharing ability points, they can all just be used for the Digimon that has the special attack. Still don't know, quite sure, but that's kind of what it looks like. So we'll have to wait and see. Probably we're going to be able to team up with up to 2 other players, so that each spot in the 3 Digimon lineup is occupied by a player. And as of right now, the way you'll communicate in those battles is by using these things called stamps. And basically they have a Digimon cute picture, or like a Digimon graphic, along with a word. So you'll probably just hit something, and then you'll use one of the stamps, and it'll pop up at the top of the screen with something like left, middle, right, good job, recover, thanks. And so this is a cool thing, because maybe you're playing or teaming up with somebody who doesn't speak your language, or maybe, you know, there's no exact like chat feature, or maybe you just need to go pretty fast. So if you want everybody to attack the Digimon that's on the far left, you just hit the left stamp, or the middle, hit the middle stamp, or like, hey, I need to get healed, recover, recover, recover. Just looking at the pre-registration page on the Google Play Store, that's about everything that I could deduce. But definitely I know players out there have been checking out the Japanese version. Some players just gave up on it coming west, and so they just figured it out on their Android, they figured it out on their iOS, and they're playing it right now. I have not touched that version. I don't really know how the game is played. I'm only looking at pictures. I've obviously watched videos too, and I'm really excited for this game. If we get more news, I'll be sure to give it to you. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it is getting you hyped to play this new Digimon Links mobile game. Very excited. Long-time Digimon fan. Have a good one, Digidestins. Peace out.